Hi everybody, it's Heidi with The Weathered Fence Post and welcome to our channel. My husband Steve and I are resellers in the Raleigh, Garner, North Carolina area. We have two booths, one at Antiques at Gresham Lake in North Raleigh and one at Collected Treasures in Garner. If you're ever in the central North Carolina area, that's where you can find us and all the cool stuff that we find. Just visit one of those booths, either at Antiques at Gresham Lake and look for the Weathered Fence Post, or at Collected Treasures and look for the Weathered Fence Post, and you'll find all these cool treasures. What we love to do on this channel is we love to take you out hunting for treasures and go over the haul. Today's video is going to be a haul video from our trip to upstate New York to celebrate my brother's life. As my brother had passed away over the holidays, we went up to New York to celebrate his life. And I just want to thank everybody on the last video. When I shared that with you, I want to thank everybody that reached out on that video and sent their condolences and their love. Very much appreciated and warms my heart very much. So, all right, so today's video, like I said, is a haul video. I've got some really cool stuff. I always love hunting up there at Pipe Creek Productions Antiques. I love the stuff that Henry curates. It's really cool stuff that I don't usually find everywhere. So we're going to get right into the haul and show you some of this fabulous stuff we brought back from upstate New York. Some of the items I'm going to show you today may or may not be cleaned up yet, because when we got back from our trip, I had to get right into, work and all the things. And so I just haven't had time to do a lot of cleaning on these items yet. But this is one piece that we picked up. I really love it. It's this like corner shelf. You're going to get a little reflection in the mirror, of course, but it's got this roping detail on the wood and just this beautiful old mirrored glass. You can, see the age on the mirror. I really need to clean it. It's dusty. There are definitely some condition issues on it, but I will probably put it in the booth as is. I might condition this just a little bit, clean it up and condition it, but it does have, a lot of finish is missing on this, but I'll price it accordingly so that whoever purchases it, they can paint it whatever color they want, or maybe they'll like to leave it this cool weathered look. I mean, we are the Weathered Fence Post, and that's why we put weathered things in our booth. I really thought this was cool. This was a unique piece that I thought was very cool. Now, in the video, I said that this was a sewing notions box, and the reason I said that was because there were a lot of like sewing notion items in there. But what I really believe this was a powder box. A powder tin, actually. It's a tin. And this is what's on the bottom. Sorry for the noise. That's the sewing notions. But that's what's on the bottom. And let me remove all the sewing stuff, and let's take a look at the inside of this tin. Okay, I've removed all the sewing notions, which is fine. I can bag those up in a little bag and sell them as a lot. I just really loved the look of this tin. I just think it was really, really cool looking. It does have a little bit of paint loss on the bottom. I don't think that's a big deal. Needs a little cleaning on the inside, but what makes me think maybe it was a powder? Because probably the puff piece sat here, and then maybe the powder was down in there. What do you think? I'm sure I can Google Lens it and find out, but that's my thought on this. That it was actually a powder tin. Really great look. If you've watched my videos long enough, you know I like quirky stuff. That's one of the things that we have in our booths, are just unique, interesting pieces you're not going to find somewhere else. And I just fell in love with this dinosaur? Lizard? Look at the coloring on them. Fantastic. I think it's like a... I don't... It might be wood. This actually might be wood. It feels like it might be wood. It's not composite or resin. Now it is signed on the bottom, and I did start looking up that name. I haven't come across that artist, so I don't know if this was just an individual student artist or if it's someone well known. I do see a little bit of damage right there. Yeah, a little bit of damage there. I do think this is wood though. Very light wood. So I don't know. I think it has a great look. Love it. Very unique. And then here's a little mushroom earring holder with a frog. Every time I pick these up, they sell right away. This one's not in perfect condition, but they don't have to be. I think it's really just the nostalgia of it that people love. It has a little bit of rusting on the back there. Very cute. And then these, I love these. They are filthy. They need a cleaning bad. But I love these. They've got the mushrooms on them. There's probably a certain pattern name for this. I just haven't taken the time to look it up yet. These are Sirac, I think. They're out of France. I believe they're Sirac. But great piece. These mushrooms always sell. These have such a great look. So these will definitely find a home quickly in our booth. If you watched the video of me hunting at Pipe Creek Productions, you saw me looking at this stool. I love the wood on this stool, the aging of it. This might be maple. I don't know. It could be, it's either oak or maple. But it does have this mallard duck motif on it. There is a lot of weathering to it. So there's a couple things I could do here. I could just clean it up, you know, give it a good conditioning, and it won't get rid of all the scratches, but some of this will disappear with the conditioning, and just try to sell it with the mallard ducks on it. See how it does. If that doesn't go well, I can go ahead and sand that down and restain this. I really want to keep the wood look to this. I don't want to paint it. I think it's beautiful the way it is. Look at this beautiful clock. I love this. Look at the detail on it. This is metal. This is a gorgeous clock. I was looking for a brand name on it and I did not locate one. I haven't located it yet. It might be on there somewhere. I'm going to have Steve help me test this out. It looks like it's a wind-up clock. And it does have an alarm on it, so we got to do all the testing on it. Who knows? It could be overwound, but I think the look on this was fantastic. Great shelf sitter, even if it doesn't work. If it works, that much better. Couldn't pass it up. I have a few boxes here that I picked up. I think I definitely showed this a couple times in the video. It's this brass little box. I definitely think this is for tissues. That's my thought on it. That's what's on the bottom. I think that's just where it was purchased from. But I just love the you know, like the filigree look, the very ornate look to it. I always get the glass and brass boxes with the mirrored bottom whenever I see them. They last in the booth for a little bit. They're not like quick sellers, but they always find a home. This one's got something a little sticky on the bottom there on the mirror. Got to clean. Like I said, all this needs to be cleaned. But this is a definite yes. And this is a cedar box. A nice little wooden, simple cedar box in really great condition. There is no branding on the bottom, but boxes like this always do very well. People are always looking for little things to store their treasures in. Speaking of boxes, I saw this little box and I kind of recognized it right away because I do collect Egyptian glass and they usually come in this type of box. I didn't get a chance, I'm sorry this year, I didn't get a chance to film my Christmas tree with the Egyptian glass ornaments on it. It's going to have to be next year. This year just kind of got a little crazy. But this was an Egyptian glass perfume bottle. Does have the little stopper. It is in good condition. There's no breakage. Very delicate. Just thought that was a beautiful piece. Let me see if I can get this to zoom in a little better. Focus a little better. There, that's a little better. You can see it better now. Gorgeous. I love Egyptian glass. Very delicate. Again, if you're just coming to our channel for the first time, this was there is a hunting video that goes with this haul video. It's just the previous video. Just go back there and you can watch me hunt for the items at Pipe Creek Productions. I always love hunting there. I always find great stuff. And this was 2 hours of hunting, this haul that I'm going over. This is a piece, I would say that this is probably carnival glass. It has like that iridescence look to it. It was very, very dirty. I'm still working on cleaning it up. I'm trying to be very careful in my cleaning to make sure that if it was flashed, that none of the flashing comes off. But it is a really beautiful marigold color. I would not consider this a swung vase. What I've learned is there's swung vases and there's pulled vases. Swung vases are going to look, they're different. Like you'll see like, what's the word I'm trying to say? I don't know the word. It's like they're not balanced or consistent. Like in this, you can see that you've got a similar look on every one of these poles, and it's very balanced how that is done. So it looks like it was purposefully pulled that way. Where a swung vase, they actually just swing it, and whatever the outcome is, the outcome. Where here, they would pull the glass. Either way, they're beautiful pieces of art glass, whether it's pulled or swung, and I couldn't pass this one up. A couple other pieces of glass that I picked up are, I call these torpedo glass bottles. Again, I haven't had time to do my research, but that's kind of what I call them because they have that torpedo look. Very thick, thick glass. And I love these. I'm not even going to worry about trying to clean that up. I mean, I might try it a little bit. Some of it may come out, but it's just going to take forever for it to dry in there. So it's almost like I want to leave it as is. This one's in a little bit better condition. This one doesn't look so much like a torpedo. This one's more rounded. But love the look of these. This one does have a little bit of damage on the rim there. And I will try to get that out. That's on the outside. That should be able to come off very easily. But the glass is old and it's beautiful. It's just great decor pieces. This little glass bunny paperweight I picked up. We got to hunt for the bunnies now. Everybody's going to be looking for bunnies. People look for bunnies all year long, but they especially look for them this time of year and into the spring. So definitely picked up that little glass paperweight. I picked up this horse. I can't remember the technical name for these, the actual name for these, but these would go on the horse's bridle. Oh, you know what? I'm going to look up the name. Okay, they're called amulets. It was a horse brass protection amulet. And they were designed to ward off evil and bring good luck, but then they kind of became just a decorative thing. So you'll see these in all different types of, representations. Like this one happens to be Virgo. Picked it up because I'm a Virgo. So that's why I picked it up. I might keep it for myself or I might put it in the booth. Look at this piece. Look at this frame. I was so in love with this frame. It's a plastic. I pulled it out and it does say made in Italy. And that's what I was focused on, was the frame. And then I realized, look who's in the frame. So it was like a double score for me. I thought it was fantastic. This will not last long in the booth. I will leave that photo or print. It's probably a print. It's probably not a real photo in there. And we'll see how it does. But I just fell in love with this. Gorgeous, gorgeous piece. Unique piece. I thought this was unique. I haven't come across this before. It's the Seagram 7. It's a plastic advertising mug. But I thought it was in great condition. There is some branding on the bottom. I don't know if you're even going to be able to read that. There, just kind of caught it there for a minute. But it's right there. We're not going to catch it. Anyway, I thought it was in great condition for plastic, for the age of it. Probably was from, I don't know, I would say the 70s maybe this came from. Maybe the 80s, who knows. These I was so excited to find. These Steinbocks in their boxes. I found 2 of those. I do show me finding those in the video. I was so very excited. Here's the back of the box. Handmade in Germany. These actually sell for about in the $20 to $25 range on eBay if you look it up. Love this guy with his German hat. Oh, he's so great. This drummer. Beautiful pieces. I'm going to have a hard time letting go of these. I'm not going to lie. But gosh darn it, I can't keep all this Christmas. I have too much Christmas. Every year overwhelms me. What am I going to put out in my house? And what am I going to have to put away? But these are in fantastic condition. You know, I will ask probably the selling price for these when it comes time, because I wouldn't be upset if I got to keep them for myself. And I would like somebody who finds these to know what they are and to appreciate them for what they are. I have been collecting some of these little wooden ornaments, these vintage wooden ornaments. I'm not going to use those because of the value of those, but just these little wooden ornaments. I think I'm going to do either, I've seen wreaths made out of these, Or I might do, you know how they do like the jewelry Christmas trees? I might do some type of Christmas tree made out of these that's framed. I don't know. I'm collecting them for that purpose. Now this guy I won't. This is a little wooden bunny. I thought he was fantastic. He's got a tray with 2 eggs. This little egg did come off, so I'm going to have to, this one did. Oh, they both are now. Okay, well I'm going to have to glue both of them. Both of the eggs came off. That's not a big deal. That's an easy fix. But he's got these 2 little eggs that he's offering up for Easter. Great little Easter bunny. Probably seeing in the background that some of my Christmas is not even down yet. It's still on the table. I do have a little bit of Christmas out still because we didn't get to have Christmas with my son Matthew yet with everything that went on. So we're hoping this weekend to get that done. Found this fabulous piece. Now I think I showed that in the video. I'm not sure. But it's in great condition as far as the coloring. So vibrant. Looks like it's never been used. Beautiful Corningware piece. And I just need a lid for it. Oh, I wish I asked him if he had any lids. He could not find any lids this size. I've got to go look in my stash because sometimes I buy the Pyrex lids when I see them, just in case I come across the Corningware piece. But this is fantastic. Fantastic piece. And the little, I was telling my mother that little artwork is something I always like to pick up. Now this does have some type of little, it says Toronto, Canada on it, so it tells me it probably was a souvenir piece. I'm going to leave that on there. It could be scraped off, but I think I'll leave it on there as is, and we'll see how it does. But it's just this beautiful little spring cottage. Gorgeous little piece of artwork. Just a little tiny piece. These people are looking for these little pieces of artwork to tuck into their decor. Picked up a tiny little, I mean it is tiny, little pulley. I thought it was adorable. So I grabbed that. And then a set of Fiesta ware, or Fiesta. I don't know if it's called Fiesta ware or Fiesta, but it's the cream and sugar with the little tray to hold it. In great condition. And then a bunch of old pictures. He did charge me a little bit for these. $15 for all these. So let's see how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One of them is a tin type, so I guess that was probably fair. That makes them, you know, out to be about $2 a piece. So I guess that's fair with the tin type in there, because tin types are valuable. And this one is really cool tin type. I have no idea. It looks like a chair that he's holding his hand on. But if somebody's a collector of a tin type, I thought this was in pretty good condition. And then the others I picked up, I just tried to find beautiful pieces. This one does have some writing on the back. It says, Mrs. Chapin, mother of Gladys Reinwald, Emma Mainers, Edith Smith, Wayne Smith's grandmother. Out of, looks like Jersey City, New Jersey. Doesn't have a year stamped on it. I wish I had known that, but thought that was pretty. Look at this. I love this. This lady reading. Now, wouldn't that be beautiful framed in somebody's library? I just think this is fantastic. No writing on the back. Just love the picture of this lady sitting in that beautiful chair reading. And here's this great distinguished gentleman and with his mustache. Thought that was fantastic. And then these 2 children. They don't look creepy. They're just cute little kids. Some of the old photos of children can sometimes look a little creepy. But I thought this was cute with her bow in her hair. I thought that was a cute one. And this wedding photo. I got 2 wedding photos. Got this one. Look at that beautiful dress. Look at the flowers. Wow. And I'm trying to look on the dress. I think that's flower design on the dress. I'm thinking this is from the 20s or 30s. That's my guess. Gorgeous. And then look at this one. Same thing, just absolutely beautiful. Almost looks, is that the same dress? They're different people, but it looks like the same type of design. Or is that like coming off the bouquet? like a trail on the bouquet. I don't know, I just think it's fantastic. Okay, I think that's everything I have behind me from upstate New York as far as at Pipe Creek production. I have some things my mother set aside. I'm not going to go over those today. But I'm going to go over some things and just pop up pictures here of items that I've already taken to the booth that were fantastic, and I want you to see, take a look at them. One of them is this, I think it was Homer Manufacturing Company jewelry box. In great condition. It's plastic. It has like a marble look on it. Has these cute little kittens on the top. I could find nothing wrong with this piece. I did take this down to Collected Treasures. I don't imagine it's going to last very long, but here are several pictures of it. Next up is this fantastic chalkware fisherman. I love this guy. Some people have him listed as Old Salty. I don't know if that's what he was called. It's not marked anywhere on there, but I just think he has a fantastic look. And is with chalkware. It's not in perfect condition, but it is great. It is great. The Chemung spring water bottle. I have a few of these because it's from the area. I'm from up there. It's from the Chemung area. But these go for quite a bit. So I did put this in the booth. This one was in pretty good condition. I did put $20 on this one in the booth. This horse bookend, that was great. It's like a cast metal or a cast iron. In great condition, sorta. No, it's not in great condition. It's weathered. It's a weathered piece, but it looks great. I put a lot of horse items down at Collected Treasures this week. So if anybody's a horse lover, you're going to want to get into Collected Treasures. There's a lot of great pieces in there. This, let's see. Oh, Legislative Manual of New York. I love this piece. This book was awesome. The size of this book was like, just a small, chunky, thick book. But when you open it up, it's full of all kinds of great information and maps. And I even liked on the back side of it, the spine of it, but on the pages, the look of the pages. Thought that was great. This brass scoop, brass always sells, so I couldn't pass. It was the last thing I grabbed. We had actually come to a price on everything, and he gave me a really good price on this brass scoop, so I didn't pass it up. This umbrella, this is really cool. This is like a metal umbrella, and I can't determine, even when I look at it, on eBay or try to research it out, everybody has like multiple uses for it. It could be used as an ashtray or a trinket dish, or you could actually put rings around the handle of the umbrella. But they actually sell for quite a bit on eBay. Really cool piece. Some people are saying it's Art Deco. This grinder was in great condition. Usually a lot of times with these nut or spice grinders, the decor on it, the coloring is worn down, worn off. This one looks like it probably wasn't used a lot. So really great condition on that. And I think that's it. I think that's everything. And so I think that is everything that we picked up at Pipe Creek Productions. There was one piece that my girlfriend up in Blowing Rock was interested in. If you watched the video, you saw me going over that wooden piece that had all those different things, symbols on it. Like it had the menorah. It looked like it came from like a masonry place. It had a Viking, had the health thing on it. It just had all these different symbols on it. And I asked him about it, and he said he thought it came off from an organ. So she has a strong interest in that. She saw that in the video. She said, I hope you picked it up, and we didn't. So I'm going to have to get a hold of Henry, find out how much it is, and maybe send a family member over there to pick it up so that the next time I go up, I can bring it back for you, Dixie. All right, that's everything that we found. I hope you enjoyed this haul. This is the second video of 2025. First one was a hunt, second one's a haul, and we are rolling right into it. Busy as usual, but that's how we like to be. Everybody, I hope you have a wonderful week. Get out there, find yourself some treasures. Lots of great stuff showing up in the booths right now because everybody has flipped their booths. They've pulled their Christmas out. Might be a little bit of Christmas on sale left in some of the booths, but this is a great time to get out there and go treasure hunting because vendors really step it up hard because they know they're coming off from a heavy selling season and they really want to entice you. And so you might see sales, you might see great stuff. Just get out there and hunt. It's worth it, I promise you. Everybody take very good care, and we'll see you on the next video.